welcome students. Today my topic is known as advantage and disadvantage of artificial breeding under the artificial selection. I already mentioned the artificial selection. Under it, we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of artificial selection. Let us come to know regarding of it. Artificial breeding is used to hereditary encourage the beneficial characteristics on both animals and plants. Basically, it is performed through the control breeding and but like any other agricultural method, though they are supposedly designed to offer advantages for your society, it is also has its own set of the disadvantages. Let us know first about your advantages of the artificial breeding. Okay, first point is here. It requires no company patent. No company patent, P-A-T-E-N. It requires no company patent. No company patent. No company patent. Okay. It requires no company patent. As it is free, one just needs to be well equipped and knowledgeable of the process to get the best outcome. Okay, this is known as requires no company patent. It requires no company patent. Why? As it is free, one just needs to be well equipped and knowledgeable of the process to get the best outcome. Second point, it allows for higher profit. It allows for higher profit. Okay? Artificial breeding allows the encouragement of the plant and animals characteristics that are more beneficial to farmers. For example, if they are selectively bred cows and these livestock can produce more milk than those typically bred, and the genes can be passed onto their offsprings, and when the methods is used on the crops, they will also grow more than the typical crops. And promoting these, the advantages is surely going to increase the market value of their products. And this is the description. It allows for your higher profit. Point 3, it can create the new varieties of good crops. When these farming methods, people will be able to produce the higher amounts of crops. Higher amounts of crops, C-R-O-P-S, crops. And they can also produce the plants with the higher resistance to the pests and the disease, not to mention the shorter period of time for harvest. Okay, first point I already described. It requires no company patent. I already mentioned no company patent. Okay, second one, it allows for higher profit. Allows for higher profit. Okay, allows for higher profit. Then I shall describe nextly the create new varieties of the good crops. Create new varieties of crops. Okay. And then after the point 3, the fourth point also be and before to know about the fourth point, again I shall repeat the point 3 to you. It can create the new varieties of the good crops. Okay, and in that context very vividly, with this farming method, people will be able to produce the higher amount of crops, and they can also produce the plants within your higher resistance to pests and disease. Pests, some insects generally destroy the crops, and those are called as pests. And the acid usually used for them, that is called pesticides. Okay, and pests generally to eat the plants and plant products, and also creating the disease in there, and they must be avoided in there, and not to mention the shorter period of the time for harvest. And you mark here, and it's very important point for you in this context. It can create the new varieties of the good crops. It is one type of advantage. And fourth point, it does not have any issue of safety. Unlike the process of creating genetically modified crops, which is called shortly GMO, selective breeding allows for the natural evolutionary process to take place. It just happens at an accelerated rate as we manipulate it. However, the DNA sequences are not being tampered to create the changes such as genetic modifications. Okay, the fourth point is here. It does not have any issue of safety. Does not have but any issue but of safety. Okay. Then next point, it helps eliminate disease. It helps to eliminate disease. Helps to eliminate disease. How it is eliminated? Let us listen it. This is the point 5. On big advantage of selective breeding is it is the capability to eliminate the animal and plant disease. Studies reveal that identify and the pre-screening particular disease allows the farmers to control them Thus, the sooner or later the genetic disease in plants and animals in the future will be eliminated. Then you know about the influence the production of the food coming from the plants in a positive way. In plants, this agricultural method has the potential to positively influence the production of the food around the world in a way that improves the quality of the seed, the grains, and increases the protein levels in the forage crops. And the selective breeding is also beneficial by giving the plants the ability to grow on the lands that are previously not suitable for the farming. Okay. Now next point, it can provide the suitable food chain. Okay. It can provide a suitable food chain with the projected world population to hit a mark of about 10 billion by 2050. It can provide a sustainable food chain and show that the people can be fed effectively, gradually eliminating the hunger. It allows for the creation of the high quality products. It will be next point or a point 8. And in this context, you know, the artificial breeding has been a comfortable option on farming for many people, as it assures a process that will completely give them the superior type of the products that are of the high quality. And point 9, it can produce the fitter and the stronger animals. And this method of the artificial breeding and can be produced the fitter and the stronger animals that provide the higher yields of the meat, milk or eggs. For example, some cows have been bred to produce a more meat, and this should also be good for the farmers can produce the animals that are the better suited to survive in your marginal conditions or the poor climates and preserves human food supplies and also saving the life. Moreover, this farming method can protect the animals from the developing disease or the deformities. And these are your advantages of artificial breeding.